My doctor checks my estrogen levels, but struggles to explain how estrogen affects my body.
How does estrogen affect my body? Are there different estrogens?
Is a thicker uterine lining better or worse?
Just how thick should it be? What could a thick lining indicate?
And when should you start worrying about endometrial thickness? What's considered too thin?
How does estrogen affect my uterine lining? I am premenopause and using a progesterone, estradiol hormone replacement. Is this good for me?
Hey everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into some questions that you've probably wondered about. Let's talk about the uterine lining during your menstrual cycle versus menopause. During your menstrual cycle, the uterine lining thickens and sheds, getting ready for a possible pregnancy. But during menopause, it stays pretty much the same. Hormone replacement with progesterone and estradiol, also known as E2, can actually increase the blood supply and cause the uterine lining to grow. But wait. This can lead to unintended consequences like fibroids, endometriosis, spotting, and bleeding. Before diving into hormone replacement therapy, consult with your healthcare provider for a personalized plan. Want to learn more? Hit that subscribe button for more health insights you won't want to miss. Let's delve into the intricacies of how the height of the uterine lining changes throughout the menstrual cycle, pregnancy, and into menopause. The ischemic phase precedes menstruation. This phase sees an increase in estrone, causing vasoconstriction of the spiral arteries in the uterine lining. Without blood, the uterine lining begins deteriorating. This causes expansion of the aging lining as it begins to break apart, releasing the blood it contains. The height of the uterine lining reduces from about 7 to 16 mm down to 2 to 4 mm by the end of menstruation. Next is the follicular phase. Post-menstruation, the uterine lining begins refreshing for the possibility of pregnancy as it starts growing again to about 5 to 7 mm. During this phase, progesterone and estradiol levels come into play, promoting angiogenesis, formation of new blood vessels, and vasodilation, widening of blood vessels, to nourish the growth of the new uterine lining. During the secretory or luteal phases, which begin after ovulation, the lining reaches a height of approximately 11 mm. This provides best opportunity for implantation. This occurs if the capillary rise from the basal membrane meets the infiltration routes of the fertilized ovum, creating the maternal placenta handshake for the exchange of oxygen, glucose, and nutrition for the developing fetus. In addition to elimination of the fetus's metabolic waste and carbon dioxide. If a fertilized ovum implants itself during this phase, the uterine lining stays at a consistent height of 8 to 12 mm for the duration of the pregnancy, which is maintained by the mother's production of estriol and the fetus's production of estetrol. If no implantation occurs, progesterone and estradiol levels drop and estrone levels increase, causing vasoconstriction of the uterine lining blood vessels. The uterine lining expands as it deteriorates, its height increasing from 7 to 16 mm as it prepares to shed and start the cycle anew. During menopause, estrone keeps the uterine lining at a consistent height of 4 mm. There is no need for maintaining any higher uterine lining, since there is no need for the possibility of pregnancy. Understanding these nuances is crucial when considering interventions like infertility, bleeding, and hormone replacement therapy, as fluctuating hormone levels can lead to unintended consequences such as fibroids or endometriosis. Would you like more information on a particular phase or aspect?